No.
See the bug juice? That's why we wear the full face helmets when we ride, when the bugs are alive. In the wintertime, it keeps you warm. In the summertime, it protects you from a bad hit. Oh, sweet gumball. All right. Honda Navi, in case you hadn't noticed. That is not an engine, that's storage. Start with a Honda hat to keep the hair out of the eyes. Here we go. Whoopsie, I dropped my key. Let's see what all we have in here. There might be a gas receipt. Yeah, that's handy. A purse. Usually I just put a wallet in my pocket, but whatever. Oh look, a whole drone case. All that was in this tiny little trunk. We lined it with some white so that we could actually see in there and make sure that we got our stuff out. Ooh, whoops, I forgot my key. A lot of people have asked me if this is an electric bike. No, this is a scooter with a trunk. It's a 109cc scooter. It's got a belt drive. I think of it as a rubber band with weights. It's a great little bike for running around town or running in the back of the woods. If you're scared to ride 55 like I am, it's a perfect bike. I might go to 55 and 60 sometimes, but not on this bike. This one tops out about 48 to 52, depending what condition it's in and what the air temperature is and how fat the rider is. I'm trying to lose weight. We'll see. But yep, that's the Honda Navi. We currently have 6,953.5 miles on this little booger. Bought him in November of 2022, so he's a 2-year-old now. But we haven't been riding him 2 whole years. He's easy to do U-turns and circles on because he's got a very short turning radius, so he's good for tight spaces, tight communities, little roads, things like that. He's good for tight spaces. It's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun in the woods and the puddles, especially when I ride through a puddle after it's rained and splash Papa on the KLX. Something about his fenders, when he goes through water, it shoots it down and out, so whoever's riding beside you gets the full hit. But yeah, if you want a handy bike to run errands on, you can fit a laptop computer in there. That's a fun bike, and it's cheap. Manufacturer retail price $1,807. You won't get out the door at the dealer for that, but yeah, it's a cheap little bike. I don't like all Honda seats. It's a little hard, so just get an air hawk. But there's nice little, let me get your coat out of the way. There's nice little railings and stuff that you can hang things off of or tie things down onto. Like my water bottle here is clamped onto the back rail. It's got room to carry a passenger. I did carry a passenger on it once, a very lightweight passenger. Not far, so it's doable. I don't feel comfortable doing that though. I think everybody should have their own bike. Don't be a backpack. Go to the course, get your license, get the breeze on the knees. Is that what they say? The breeze on the knees, the knees on the breeze. Get your knees in the breeze. Enjoy the ride. That is a great little learner bike. The only thing is there's no standard transmission, no manual transmission, so you won't get the full effect of learning how to use the friction zone and learning how to shift. But if you plan on getting a DCT anyway, when you get used to riding a bike, then you're fine on a CVT. CVT just means continuously variable transmission because it's like a belt on a clutch that has some weights or something. And people always swap that out with something called Dr. Pulley sliders to get a little bit more juice, get a little bit more speed, but I'm not comfortable going over 50 on those small tires, so I'm not going to bother doing that to my bike. But yep, that's my Navi. Good little guy. It's lightweight enough that I can pick up the back end and shift it around myself. Here's your drone, Papa. Shift it around myself. I am a large, strong woman, but you know, anybody can build up the strength to put this little guy on the back stand. I have a big bike at home that I can't get it on the center stand, but this guy, a woman, can get it on the center stand, and you can easily drag him around. If in your shed you don't like the way he's parked, you can do like that. Because he weighs in at 234 pounds. So if you're big and tough, you weigh 150 or better, like I do. I weigh better than 150. It's a bike that you can basically just steer it by looking where you want to go and lean just a little bit. And he's too lightweight to say no ma'am. He has to say yes ma'am and go wherever I lean. So, and if you drop him in a ditch, it only takes 1 to 2 people to get him out. One time I got him stuck in a muddy ditch and Papa and I pulled him right out, no problem. Let's turn his gas valve off while we're sitting here. He is carbureted. It's got a carburetor in there. So when it's really cold, he says, I don't wanna. Okay, I'll start. But on hot days, he starts pretty easily. It's got a little choke thing to help with cold day starting. Simple bike, fun bike. We have a lot of fun.